Hey everyone, it is now about 1:30 a.m. on the 23rd of August 2023. I was just out for kind of a joyride, you could say, to look for maybe moose that might be on the roads. Because this area, the last time I went down here, which was like a month ago, there was nothing in the usual locations, and we got beavers today in a brand new location on this road today. I'm going to show it to you guys. It's coming right up here. Typically I would wait until the morning, but because I'm in an area I don't frequent often, I don't want to wait around or have to come back. So I'm going to try to resolve this issue out here tonight. I'm going to aim the off-road light on the car at one side of the road. I can get out front and manually tilt the beam down. And I also have a manual, or a handheld light, I should say. You see what's in the road? Another vehicle didn't go by. There's just fog. That's what you're seeing there. But I have a jump starter I carry for the car, and it has an adapter. I can run a cigarette lighter off-road light off it for actually up to 4 hours. So that's what I'm going to put on one end of the culvert pipe. I'm probably going to put that on the exiting end because there's really nowhere to set up a big light as far as I can tell where I'm actually going to be digging it out. Plus I'll probably make a splashing mess, so I'll just aim the car at that side, the entrance of it. And hopefully we don't run into any angry beavers, because beavers are more active at night. And I think this would be a better thing to resolve right now because it's a very narrow road and I don't want to be parked near this when the log trucks become active potentially. I don't know if log trucks use this road or not, but I am passing a couple of campsites. And what's this? Oh, here we are. Road crews put up some cones here. Oh, there's even a parking space. I got nothing to worry about. These are probably tire tracks from the road crew who did this. The water level is very high there. I wouldn't even have noticed it if it wasn't for the cones. It looks like yeah, that's why it's muddy here. This was flooding way up here. We actually got a good angle, huh? I was told by people if I was going to tip over, it would be very scary before it happened. I'm seeing movement in the water. Do you see those ripples in the water? There's potentially an angry beaver there. I'm hoping it's a secondary pond because these smaller ponds, they can be pretty territorial and angry. I've only had one beaver ever come near me, but that's because we went right near its lodge. It charged and... Alright, I think we might be good here. Oh my gosh! There's literally a beaver clogging it right now. Do you see that? Look at that! There's literally a beaver there right now clogging it. He's not afraid of us because, you know, if you're out in the middle of the woods at night, you can blind animals. They don't know what you are. You can literally approach animals. I've seen people on YouTube walk right up to a deer with a flashlight because they can't see you. It's just blinded by the light. Same reason when we're driving around at night, sometimes there'll be a moose in the middle of the road. Same reason in the middle of the night, I can just walk up to any frog and just pick it up. It doesn't know what I am. It doesn't even freak out when you touch it because of the light. Try that in the daytime, anything will run away from you. Is that the same beaver? There are two of them. Maybe a muskrat? Looks small. Muskrats and beavers work together. I'm thinking right now, because there might be two of them right there. I just don't want to get attacked by it out here in the middle of the woods. Thinking if this is one I should just sleep here overnight and maybe come back in the morning. I don't know. Thinking about it, because a beaver, like most animals, it doesn't want to harm you, but they do get territorial at the same time. I think we might get out and take a look at it. I'm gonna leave the vehicle running so we don't kill the battery because I have a bunch of off-road lights on. That's what you're seeing there, big light. Maybe I can position a little better potentially. I like how the front of the vehicle's kind of tipped into the mud. Maybe if we can get this a little bit, maybe that'll be a little better. When I get outside, I just want to make sure there's enough room for someone to get around my rear end. So if we tip this like this in the car, I might actually leave this camera in the car and I'll be able to put camera number 2 on the other side of the pipe. That might be the best if I just leave you guys in here. I don't know. I'm gonna get out and look. So this is my contraption right here. See this?
turn it on. Now you have a bright off-road light you can walk around with in the woods for like 4 hours. Just put this in your cargo pants and just walk around like this, a big flashlight. That's why I bought it. It's so nice for filming at night.
All right. So, there goes the beavers. They know I'm here. Look at them go. Look at the trail that the beaver just made through all the, looks like pollen. So these beavers are active. Maybe the DOT had this thing unclogged. Look at them go, look at them go, look at them go. Trying to do this with all the stuff in my hands. Look at him. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back over here because he don't know what we are. I'm surprised this guy's not fleeing with my voice. I don't think he can see or tell what I am, but I want this beaver to go away. I'm just concerned because this pond's not big. You see it literally ends right there. This is literally where it ends. This is it. It's a tiny pond. I just don't want the beaver to come over here, but this seems like an easy job because I can literally see into the pipe a little bit, although this could be a nightmare to unclog now that I'm seeing this. That means there might be a grate. Or maybe it's a small enough pipe. Oh, look at all the mosquitoes that just started pouring out of this hole. Maybe we could actually pull the whole grate out. Oh, there's definitely 2 of them. You're not even scared of the splash? I'm worried about this dude coming right up to me. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're not afraid of me at all. Look how close this guy is. Whoa, angry beavers. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get in the water here, because they'll be territorial and they could attack. They literally could. But these are not old ones. These are juveniles. They are small. But you saw that? I just threw that log in and they still just came right over. They're not afraid. So let's see what we're dealing with. I want to see how big this pipe is. I have inspected this pipe before, and years ago when I inspected, I was like, and they actually did it, the road crew, what I recommended. I didn't tell them. I just said on video what should be done. They dredged this. This was a big sitting pool of water, and I think there was a beaver dam right here. And they, obviously with excavators, very recently, look at all the broken green branches. So these beavers must be a problem. It looks like they've recently came out here to deal with these beavers. So they probably already got trapping on the books. Good news is, that's not a big pipe. So I'm very hopeful we could maybe do something. That looks like an 18-inch diameter pipe down there. It's fairly small. So if there's a grate covering only that small space, we could potentially maybe even... What's that? Is that the beaver? I've never heard a beaver make a noise. It's going, That scared me thinking it was a bigger animal because it was moving a tree. All right, so I'm thinking because I think I'm gonna grab the tripod real fast. I'm gonna try to pull that chain by hand. Maybe we can get a little bit of water flowing, or I don't know. On my push bar here, we got metal shackles. We can just maybe rip the whole grate off from that chain. That was the beaver making that noise. I'm not afraid of that guy unless he comes right up, because this is murky water. They can go underwater undetected and come right up, just like an owl goes through the air, completely silent. You don't even know it's there. Where's that chain? Although this water's clear enough, I can see in there. I hear noises. These guys are very angry. And this is the reason why other opportunities you've seen me out here at night, we usually don't even do it. So this might be one we end up just leaving because they obviously know where it is. Look, they have it marked here where they're gonna pull with their machine. Just keeping an eye on the water. I can see anything within a few feet. Yeah.
I might have something I can hook onto that with, honestly. See, I even got the big high boots on. I just geared up like 5 minutes down the road. But this is one I honestly don't want to go in because chances are the beaver won't go near me once I'm in there. But these ones had some courage to stay around like that. And this pond, it doesn't go beyond, you see where the tree line is. So they're here within 50 feet of me somewhere hiding. Let's see what we got for chains and stuff. I just realized I'm missing something in this vehicle that my old car had and I should add in here. And that would be these little metal shackles you can put through here. And then you can put it onto a chain. I don't have any of those on me, actually. That'd be perfect. I don't see how I could possibly put this around their existing chain without that part. I don't see a way to do it. So we might wait on this one, actually. Or, I mean, not do this one because they obviously know about it. They're going to be out here to trap these beavers. They have a little ribbon on their chain. And I could see they were out here with excavators at some point, probably in the last week. That exhaust pipe's hot. So, I don't think I have anything else other than this one strap. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just popped in my head. This is the front of my push bar, and no, there's no way we're gonna get that chain. Their chain is too small. I wouldn't be able to get it on the winch. No. So exactly what I'm talking about. I need to get some little chain links that, you know, you can actually physically unscrew and open them up. It's been about 10 minutes searching through what I have, and no, the beaver never came back. But I think they'll be gone as soon as I'm gone, because I think at this point, like I said, they didn't know what I was, and I'm pretty sure at this time they know exactly what I am. But I gotta fix what I just did here. So I need to put this thing back together like they had, so that the beaver doesn't, that's what this thing was, just to hold it in the ground so that the beaver's just going to keep building his dam higher and higher. There's still an opening into the culvert, meaning when the water rises up and starts pouring in there, they're going to make it higher. If I left it where I just dropped it, they wouldn't be able to find their chain. So I had to go ahead and fix that. So they'll get to this. And based on the swamp here, you can tell this has been flooded before, but based on the growth, say at least 3 years ago, 3 years of growth since the last time beavers were an issue. But they're back. Prime real estate, the beavers are always going to be back within a year or so. All right, we're all set. At least I can go and don't have to feel bad about it. I tried. Did what I could. I'm not taking that stupid risk this far out in the wilderness to unclog that pipe that they obviously already know about, and they're going to be out here to do something as soon as the trapper deals with it. That would be irresponsible, knowing that there's at least 2 beavers there going into that water out here in the middle of nowhere. Only one person in history has ever died from a beaver, and that's just because the beaver got lucky and bit the person in a main artery on their body, so they bled out. Other than that, beaver attacks are still very rare, but if you get bit by one, which may not even be that bad, depending how it bites you, you still got to go to the hospital and spend, I think it's a couple days there, getting rabies shots. The only way around those rabies shots that they're going to give you as a precaution, whether or not it was rabid, is actually bringing the dead beaver in there so they can check to see if it has rabies. And the likelihood of me catching that beaver is low. And the way they're acting, I don't think they have rabies, but you don't want to deal with that. You really don't want to deal with that. You don't.
It's a whole mess I don't want to deal with. So we did the right thing. We're leaving. They have a chain. They're going to come out there with a excavator or something, and they're going to lift that thing up in a brief second. Water's going to go gushing through, and then they'll clean it up with the excavator. Because they're going to pull the grate out, it's definitely going to increase some type of flow there, probably. And I'm just curious to see if they will send out an idiot with an excavator. I highly doubt it, though, because this logging road here is also used for recreation. This road is actually maintained by the state of New Hampshire, and New Hampshire has some of the best DOT and state workers. They know exactly what they're doing, and I would be extremely surprised if they actually damage the pipe. So I'm not worried about that one bit in this area. New Hampshire has some of the best DOT workers out there. I'd say New Hampshire is the number one I've seen anywhere in the country. And then after that, I'd say every state is pretty good at what they do, with the exception of like Massachusetts. There are some western states that have stereotypes for being horrible, and I didn't even see it. Now, you may say your state may be awful. If you live in a city or a place that's maintained by a DPW, Department of Public Works, or some town, that's different. I'm talking about the state level when they take care of things. That's what I'm judging. Towns, every town's going to be different, and the truth is most towns and cities are extremely underfunded. Wow, there's like a campsite in there. That guy brought like hundreds of solar lights, and he like made trails all around the campsite. That actually looked really cool. We just drove by another beaver swamp that we've actually been in before to unclog it multiple times, but that area actually got relocated over 2 years ago. Of course, when I'm in the area, I look at it. It's never been a problem since. Never has. That was a secondary pond. Stupid beaver. It got relocated because of that stupid pond there, when it had such a beautiful, massive pond right downstream that never messed with anyone, but it coming up to clog that pipe. That's what the problem was. Yep. This is actually where I geared up right here. See my track? That's where I pulled over in that parking space. So you can see where I 3-point. Went right back. And some of you probably think this video is boring, but I'm going to show you how it really is out here. Now that we're into August, usually this happens to me in June. But this year was so rainy, it took until August for these blockages to like become managed by the state and everything. Now now sometimes I literally got to drive like 1,000 miles to even find one blockage. So that's the time of year we usually transition over to more abandoned videos, that type of stuff. And I'm also starting up a lot on my second channel, which is New England Wildlife and More. We've been doing a lot on that channel, and I'm going to probably do more since there's not much to do now at this time of year, because now that all the beavers, like you saw those beavers, those are probably first-year beavers. The beavers are now old enough that they don't need their parents. And what that means is all the states are giving the beaver trappers and hunters the go-ahead. Get rid of them. They're damaging our roads. So as soon as the babies are old enough, they don't need the parents, they got the go-ahead, and that's why we can't find many blockages right now. But come spring, there will be a massive amount again. What was that? It's a bunny rabbit. And just like I said before, it cannot see where to go. You see, it's still running ahead because when you have bright lights on, it can't see where it's going. So now I just shut everything off, let its eyes adjust, and hopefully it's still there. Hopefully now without the big high beam, it'll run away. It's blinded by light, especially in the middle of the woods like this. It can't see where it's going. All right, it just ran off. And there's just a guy in there with a campfire, probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. He's staring out here from his campsite in there. Yeah. You gotta shut your lights off and let the animal go. Some animals will literally run miles in front of you, and they won't go anywhere because your headlight behind their head makes the sides of the road look like black walls. If you were walking in front of my truck right now, you would not be able to see off to the sides. But you're a human, probably, watching this video, and you would know to step to the side. They don't. Those animals don't know that. Hope this little late night video was interesting. Wow, that guy's out there having a campfire at almost 2 in the morning. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great night. Let that nice cold air in. Sometimes I just like to listen to the noises the vehicle's making with the windows down on these slow roads. It's nice to drive around in the middle of the night like this. Very peaceful. We are near campsites, but other than that, I don't think we'd see a single vehicle on the road. I didn't turn the high beam back on.